and welcome back. It's been quite some time since I produced one of these, and so much has changed since then. So, many years ago, back when there was no such thing as the internet, and there was this device called a telephone that we used when we wanted to call each other. It was attached to the wall and it had these wires and rotating dials. Some of you old-timers know what I'm talking about. Well, way back then, I formed a habit that has continued to this day. When it was time to consider making a major purchase, like a car, a new AC unit, or a washer and dryer, I would pull out all my copies of Consumer Reports I'd saved over the years, and I'd do my research. I trust Consumer Reports because they don't accept advertising from product manufacturers, so they're free to be unbiased. There are no strings attached to their advice. Today, it's even easier because I can do it all online. So I like to think of myself as a pretty astute shopper because I do my research and make sure that research isn't influenced by anything other than what is best for me. And based on how many people trust and read Consumer Reports, apparently I'm not the only one. Yet when it comes to financial advice, it's almost like we forget all that. One of the most important factors to consider when evaluating a financial advisor is, how is that advisor compensated? So in this short video today, I'm going to cover the 3 ways advisors are paid to give you advice, so that when you're getting financial advice next time, you'll have a better understanding of where that advice is coming from, and you'll know if that advice really has your best interest in mind or not. One way an advisor is compensated is through commissions generated by selling investment products. Products sold by and sometimes created by the company they work for. Under this compensation model, the advisor relies on the commissions generated by the products they sell to produce income. So, a commissioned advisor is incentivized to sell you products with the highest commissions and move on to sell another to someone else. When you think about it, there doesn't seem to be a good reason to follow up with you unless it's to sell you another product. Can you see how advice under this model is inherently biased? Another way advisors are compensated is known as fee only. So by law, in order to be defined as a fee only advisor, you get paid by the client hiring you for advice and only by the client. Fee only advisors are not permitted to accept commissions, kickbacks, or any other means of compensation from anyone other than you. When an advisor meets this definition, something known as the fiduciary standard kicks in. The fiduciary rule is a legal standard that requires fee-only advisors to act in your best interests, even when doing so is not in their own best interests. A third way advisors are compensated is through a combination of commissions and fees. This is the fee-based advisor. People often confuse fee-based with fee-only, but there are really important differences between the two. Any advisor who accepts commissions or kickbacks, whether fee-based or commissioned, is not required to act as a fiduciary. This can be a huge deal for you. Can you see how it's still a conflict of interest? The fiduciary duty is the highest standard of care. The fee-only advisor is the only advisor legally bound to follow this standard. I can't think of one good reason why I would accept anything less than that from my advisor. Can you? If you're interested in more information on this or other important topics affecting your retirement planning, you can call the number on the screen, and I'll send you a free copy of the book I wrote for you, A Firefighter's Guide to Retiring from the Miami-Dade Fire Rescue Department. One last suggestion I'll make is when evaluating an advisor, it's a good idea to do a quick online search at the web address on the screen to see if the advisor you're considering has been fined or disciplined by the Securities and Exchange Commission. The SEC is the government organization that regularly audits advisory firms to ensure they're all playing by the rules. You may want to steer clear of advisors who have a history of fines or discipline. If there's one thing I've learned, it's this. It's all about peace of mind, the kind that comes from knowing, whether it's purchasing a new refrigerator or planning for your financial future. Knowing that the advice I'm getting comes with no strings attached. It's so simple, yet so important. Thank you for taking the time to watch. And remember to call for your free copy of my book. It's never too soon to start planning. As always, if you have any questions or concerns, you can contact me at North Star Financial Planners, 954-693-0030, or on my cell, 954-804-5539. Until next time, be safe out there.